In this video, I'm going to be sharing how to have throttle control like a pro on any motorcycle, and specifically sharing 5 strategies to improve your skills for rolling throttle when racing, even if you're just getting started. It's kind of an untold truth that I've learned from my last decade using these techniques on and off track riding. Welcome to FK Racing. This is the first race of the day, Amateur 600 Extreme. Simply how it describes, these riders are going to push these modern 600cc machines to their extreme. A good start put me from 12th on the grid to 8th place by turn 1, but a single small mistake cost me huge, resulting in disqualification. Wait for it. It's safe to say I'm not the only rider to make a mistake. As cool as this mini wheelie may look, turning with your front wheel off the ground can get dicey, kind of like turning while riding a unicycle. Throttle control is probably the most important aspect of motorcycling. When you roll on the gas, you are transferring weight to the rear wheel to achieve the ideal weight distribution of 40% up front and 60% in the rear. As code puts it, get on the gas as soon as possible once you have the bike turned. Each moment you hesitate in cracking the gas and getting to the 40-60 weight distribution reduces your average speed through the turns and lessens control and handling. Brave move by rider 189. Later braking is also not always faster, but for an overtake, it's about the best way to do it. You can block the rider you passed because you're in front of him. That's called a block pass. Beyond the risk of crashing, there's also the tire management to take into account. Braking later and harder will be harsher on the rubber, making it a gamble for the end of the race if done repeatedly. Take the bull by the horns. Great shot of Andrew Alcampado rider 85 dragging his knees through turn 3, looking with his head down for an opportunity for a pass. Andrew knows there's no way to get ahead. In this situation, patience, keeping a steady rhythm and waiting for his opportunity is key. The pressure I am feeling might cause me to make a mistake sooner or later, or maybe I am pushing my bike to its limits to keep him behind. Whatever the case, he has to stay alert and be prepared to take an opportunity whenever it presents itself. If you see a gap, your motorbike is well positioned, and you can get past if you crack the throttle open. Don't think twice. The opportunity will pass in the blink of an eye. First off, I blew the turn, but then I actually also didn't stop in between the 2 pylons, which resulted in disqualification. Okay, so throttle control is probably the most important aspect of motorcycling, and the most important thing about your throttle control is that it should be smooth and consistently applied. You really need to make sure to have good throttle control to have a predictable, consistent, and smooth line through a corner. Rolling on the gas does not make the bike run wide. The bike will only run wide if you apply the gas too much too early in a corner or before the bike is fully turned. If you made a mistake at the entrance of the turn and feel yourself running wide, the worst thing you can do is roll off the gas, which unfortunately is one of our survival reactions. Rolling off the gas mid-turn will cause the bike to want to stand up and essentially run you wide. race was difficult, but fun nonetheless. I finished 8th place despite the disqualification. This will make things more interesting because now I will be placed last on the grid. It's a huge grid of 22 riders. Dealing with traffic to get to the front of the pack early on in the race can be quite intense. Like, share, and hit that subscribe button for more awesome content, and leave your comments below. Follow us on Instagram for more updates at FK Motorsports, and head over to our Facebook page, FK Racing. And in this case, poor throttle control, cold tires, oil, sand, or gravel is very likely to cause this kind of crash. Thanks for watching.